What is up, guys? Patrick here at Spartansuppz.com with a supplement review on Switch Nutrition Power Switch. This is their high energy pre-workout offering. We're going to go over the ingredients, the breakdown of them, tell you how they work, tell you about the doses in this particular product. We'll go over flavors, taste, mixability, value for money, and 100% cover effects, and I'll give you my personal feedback and experience on this here Power Switch as well. So let's not mess about, let's jump straight into it. On screen now, Panda is going to have one of these, a nutritional information panel for this here Switch Nutrition Power Switch. Now, this is either a 1/2 scoop product, it's a split dose one. We're going to be covering the 2 scoop dose, so there's going to be 25 servings of that per tub. One serve is 10 grams. Now, Switch use fully transparent labeling in their products, which makes it very easy to break down the ingredients and tell you all about them. So, we've got a marginal amount of calories in here, nothing too exciting to write home about. Let's get into the energy focused dry blend. Kicking off with 500 milligrams of taurine. Taurine's a good hydrating nutrient, helps to keep the cells sort of like plump and helps to also process other nutrients and draw fluid into the cell. If you are dehydrated, your performance will not be on point. So I like the addition of the taurine. Although it could be a little bit higher, it's excellent alongside anything stimulant based to help prevent dehydration as well. Next up, we have some caffeine anhydrous at 350 milligrams. That is a very large dose. Typically your pre-workouts float anywhere from 150 up to 400 maybe, but 350 is definitely the higher end of the scale. Caffeine anhydrous kicks in very fast. Typically your life's generally somewhere between 30 and 120 minutes, so it gives you a good workout block without being too extended and keeping you awake for too long. If you are caffeine sensitive, I would highly recommend starting out with the 1 scoop because 350 is quite a bit of it. It's a very powerful stimulant, gets going quick, it is clean, effective, and allows you to increase your performance, decrease reaction times, and generally be primed and ready to go. That is going to work in conjunction with our next ingredient, which is 200 milligrams of methylliberine, more commonly known as dynamine. Now, this is at a 20% extract, so you're going to yield 40 milligrams of pure dynamine per 2 scoops. That is quite a large dose. And dynamine is the new rage when it comes to stimulants. It's getting a lot of notoriety and for good reason. It's excellent for energy and alertness. You get a nice sort of like sense of well-being, but also you do get a little edginess on it. It gives you that sort of like hard, cracky sort of feeling that you used to get from like something like a DMHA, but without all of the side effects that come with that. It's a much cleaner sort of stimulant. And because you have to take such a relatively low amount of it comparative to other stims, it works effectively for a long period of time without building up immunity. So I'm a dynamine fan. It's very potent, gives you a great feel effect, and it works fantastically alongside a little bit of caffeine. Next up in our blend, we have some theanine at 200 milligrams. This is excellent for mental focus, get you in the zone, help channel some of that energy and capacity and potential from your caffeine and dynamine to get you in the zone and keep you on point. Next up in our blend, we've got some citrus ratium, more commonly known as synephrine. The synephrine dose is 30 megs. Again, pretty high dose. This is quite a potent stimulant and it kicks in like super fast. Take it now, feel it in 5, 10, max 15 minutes. Synephrine's a cool stimulant. It's super concentrated. You get a nice sort of happy dopey feeling when you have it. So I think that complements the offering from the caffeine and the dynamine quite well. Because one gets you fired up, one gives you a bit of an edge, almost like an aggression towards the weights, and the synephrine helps to give you a sort of clean and happy feeling. So they do complement one another quite well. Next up, we're going to move on to the pump strength blend. Headed up by some citrulline malate at 2:1 ratio at 3,000 milligrams. That's going to get us 2 grams of citrulline, 1 gram of malic acid. The reason for the combination of those two is citrulline typically has a very short life. Its ability to stay active is not particularly great. The malic acid basically helps to keep it around for longer. Great for oxygenating blood cells, improving muscular endurance, and it's also fantastic for pumps as well. Pumps with a purpose, I like to call it, because it's filling up your blood with more capacity and the ability to actually do more work. Next up is beta-alanine at 2 grams. A pretty good dose. It's not quite the full clinical at around wanting it over the 3 mark, but it helps to buff fatigue. You notice you'll get some of that skin pruritus, like the tingling feeling. Feels like you got whispers under your skin if you happen to get that. Beta-alanin's great for delaying fatigue. That and citrulline are sort of staples of any good pre-workout supplement to allow you to do more work, push yourself a little bit harder for longer. So instead of getting maybe 12 or 13 reps, maybe you can get like 14 or 15, so we push that limit just a little bit more and recover faster in between sets. We also have some green tea extract, and known more commonly as Vaso-6 at 300 milligrams. Now this is the full clinical dose. This is another absolute gem of an ingredient from Compound Solutions, and Vaso-6 is a fantastic pump ingredient. It hasn't been used a whole lot because it is a very expensive ingredient. I know that it's in a few products from Primeval Labs, and the effects are absolutely fantastic. The pumps are intense, they're very long lasting. You don't have to take huge amounts of it, and it complements the L-citrulline very, very well, which will cover the effects. But all in all, Vaso-6, highly underrated ingredient. Next up, we've got some vitamin C, some vitamin B3, some B6, some operin, some B12, and some folic acid, which is another type of B group vitamin. All in all, these ingredients are going to help you to prevent the crash, process the stimulants better, and generally process the ingredients in the product. And that's what's in it. So, we've got definitely a very comprehensive stimulant blend. It's absolutely very high energy. We've got some good ingredients for muscular endurance, for pumps, absolutely, and some ones to help us sort of balance out at the end of it as well. So let's mix a little bit up and I'll go over my experience on this here Power Switch. It does come in a number of flavors. I have got the grape drink, which I've not tried before here. I've tried the raspberry lemonade, which was quite good. It was my first experience, and it also comes in a mango, I believe the other flavor is. So let's throw one of these serves here in about 500 ml of liquid. Now, keep in mind, if you are trying these samples, it says, excuse me, very fine, one serve. The one serve on the sample is actually 2 serves. It's 10 grams. So that is the full 2 scoop, full serve scenario. So do not take 2 sachets to get the, because otherwise you'll be having 700 milligrams of caffeine. So, here we go. 1 cup. You can tell it is mixed quite well, and there is no colouring. I like that about Switch. They use natural sweetness for the most part, and they don't use any artificial colours, which is a good thing because they don't serve a purpose. It's a very tart smelling grape. And it's very tart tasting as well. To be honest, the flavour is okay. I give it a, it smells better than it tastes. It's probably a 6 or 7 out of 10. It's a little chalky. I know that the Dynamine in particular is a pretty bitter type of ingredient, but the flavour's okay. It's not breathtaking. Raspberry lemonade I think was probably better, and I think it covered the tartness of some of the compounds. The flavours, as I said, they're okay, but they're honestly not breathtaking. Moving right along to the effects. In short, I personally do not like super high stimulant pre-workouts, and I want to preface this by saying that I do not have a preference to liking high caffeine products in particular, so I was honestly not looking forward to trying Power Switch for that very reason, because typically once you get over that towards or over 300 milligrams, I have a bad time every time, and it's just not my personal jam. But Power Switch, completely different story. I had 2/3 of the scoop, and I did have the full serve a couple of times as well, and I actually loved it. The energy was super intense, but it was very focused as well. It kicked in quite quickly because you've got that blend of synephrine, dynamine, and caffeine together, so you felt very euphoric and ready to go. The beta-alanine tingles were super intense, and surprisingly, the pumps were mental. Vaso-6 is such an underrated ingredient. The pumps you get from it are fantastic. I think that the reason most people don't use it is because of its cost, but it is very, very effective. And when you combine that with some citrulline, it's great. I like that Switch have used a slightly lesser amount of citrulline because it doesn't create any gastric upset, and having huge amounts of it, generally you get a slightly upset stomach, and it can affect the absorption and utilization of some of the other ingredients in the product and sort of miss the effect of some of the stimulants because you're so focused on your gastric upset basically. So those two combined, although they're not on paper particularly exciting. You go, oh, there's only 3,300 megs of pump ingredients. They're amazingly effective and they complement one another so well. The pumps were almost painful. Can't rate the pumps and muscular endurance highly enough. It just goes to show the synergism between ingredients is the bigger picture, and what's on paper isn't everything when it comes to actual results. So if you're looking for a very high energy intense product, Power Switch definitely ticks the boxes. If we're doing the 2 scoop, the 25 serve, it comes out at $2.78 a serve. If you were to do 50, it would be $1.39 a serve. The flavors are okay, but it's definitely a potent product. I would highly recommend starting out with the half scoop, 1 serve type scenario to try it out because it's very intense. Don't take it too late in the day, but if you're looking for a good time, I mean, Power Switch is good value for money. I don't think anyone really needs to take the full double serve. If I was taking, I would not drink all of that right now. I personally, if I was having one of these, a sample, I would want to have about 2/3, half to 2/3 of it, because it's almost a bit too much, and it's so good at a lesser amount. You get better bang for your buck, and fantastic workouts without any potential even for side effects. So surprisingly did not crash at all. Genuinely loved the effect of it. Was super pleasantly surprised because obviously I was not looking forward to trying it. So definitely it ticked, but I was not expecting. That about wraps it up for Switch Nutrition Power Switch. It is available right now along with the rest of the Switch Nutrition range at Spartansuppz.com. You can also pick up a bunch of Switch products in store. Free shipping on all orders over $100 and worldwide shipping from just $9.95. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button down below. Drop a comment with your feedback on Power Switch if you have tried it, or if you have any questions about anything else, please leave them down below. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with all the latest content reviews. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Patrick from Spartansuppz.com.